Hi everybody, good afternoon. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer. My name is Christine and I am a librarian at the Queen's Library in Laurelton. As you know, our summer reading theme this year is Imagine Your Story. And we are going to imagine our story today by combining art with reading. A lot of times when we are reading, our imaginations create pictures in our minds as to what our character or a setting will look like in the book that we are reading. This can be from narration or description, such as description of color, size, place, time of day, age. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a picture from what you imagine a scene or a setting to look like. It's a lot of fun and it's a great way to really dig in to what you are reading this summer. The book I have chosen is called In Other Lands by Sarah Rees Brennan. It is a really wonderful book about a young boy who is a little nerdish and shy, but he goes on a journey accepting a scholarship to a place called Borderlands, which is a mythical land filled with mermaids, warriors, and friends, and he even meets a girl who he calls the love of his life. It is a really great read and I highly recommend it, and it's on your summer reading list. So for this, all you'll need is a set of markers like I have here, heavyweight paper, and your favorite summer read. So let's begin, okay? Now, what I did was I created this image here. This is an image described from Other Lands. In the book, the author or narrator describes the scene as being filled with meadows. As you can see here, it's like lots of meadows. And she also describes a huge wall that reaches above the clouds. As you can see, there's the wall that kind of goes all the way off into the distance with clouds in the background and low buildings that are around and tents. So here I drew tents and low buildings. And on the side, I did a big shiny hole. And I even included a silhouette of the main character, Elliot, walking through the hole. So the hole is shiny. So I'm going to show you how to create this image. And this works with any image you would like to create. First and foremost, draw from your imagination. Just draw from what you see in your mind, okay? Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so this is my heavyweight paper. I'm going to start by using a green Sharpie marker. With this green Sharpie marker here, I'm going to start in the middle. And since it is like on a hilltop and there's clouds surrounding it, I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to work my way down diagonally like this. And I'm going to actually make it a little higher up like that, okay? And then I'm going to kind of make it almost like a hilltop. I'm making it green because it's a meadow, but feel free to use any color you want. So then I'm going to add a wall. I'm going to use orange. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start out small, move diagonally up towards the end of the paper. And that way, it is almost as if you or the character in your book is standing near sideways. So it looks as though the wall and the hill are coming together over here. So now, so you have your wall that's up here. And now you have blue marker. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the clouds. Go like this. And make them down by the side of the hill and behind the wall. See, that way it looks as though the hill and the wall is surrounded by clouds. You can even add a bit of cloud there. And you can shade it like around the cloud like so. When you're drawing the sky, try to imagine like you're following the sky with your eye. Like if you look up, you see that the sky is actually round if you follow it long enough. Like the clouds moving, and on a sunny day when the sun is moving. So I'm going to add a little more clouds over here. So that's just to show you an example. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some yellow, also marker, and I'm going to draw this. Going to draw the glowing light, or the hole that he's coming through. And one way to do that is you start down, you go like this, almost like you're drawing a sun. Remember when you were younger in school, in preschool, elementary school, and you used to draw suns in the sky, and you would move around in like a circular direction. You kind of do the same thing and just continue to draw lines going all the way around so that it creates a glow almost. Okay, so I'm going to add a silhouette of him. Now, I got what his actual image looks like through Google Images, because just wanted to see, like, does he have like a look or not? Because I couldn't find anything really describing him, but I really I might have missed something. That's like his silhouette, because he's backlit, so I'm making his silhouette a little darker because this light is yellow behind him. You know how like if you're seeing a friend walking down the street on a sunny day and you can't see them, you're like, wait, I can't see you, and it's because they're backlit, because they're walking against the sun, or they're in front of the sun. So we're going to have him do that. And the Google image, his hair is a little higher. Okay, so now we're gonna do the grass. When you're drawing grass, what you can do is you start from the top and work your way to the bottom like this. In order to create 3 dimensions in a drawing, you can always be sure to move in the same direction as the lines. That way it creates a look as if it's almost moving. Or imagine it like a ball, like you're holding a ball and you can rub it from top to bottom. Or the circumference of it. Okay. So you just keep on going there, doing this. You can also go like this if you want. Go across, go up, down, and up again. And also do that. Okay. Like that. And you keep on doing that as you go along. Now, for the low-lying buildings, he describes, I'm going to use this color again, this purplish, pinkish color. Okay, go like that. I'll just do one building for you. Draw a line. Then you draw almost like a half moon or a smiley face, a smile. Go up. Go up like this, and then go around. Almost like you're kind of following that direction. Just go up, down, and up again. Up, down, and up again. Just continue up, down, and up again. Like this. And doing this kind of technique can work with drawing anything. Flowers, houses, people. People's a little more tricky because you want to get it the eyelashes. That's neither here nor there for this. So, kind of, you can make windows like there. You make a window there and make a window there. You can make, actually, I'm going to make this a different color below. I'm going to make this green, actually. Go there, make the windows, because they're low-lying buildings, he said. Door like that. So, let's imagine that the sun is out and you can see shadows. So, to really make it three-dimensional, you can add shadows like this. Always use like a darker pencil or a pen, whichever you're working with. You can do it that. I kind of go on one side, just draw like small straight lines. And that way, it makes the building really look like it's standing up by drawing a shade right here and at the bottom of the building. Draw a shade right there. Okay? And you can do the same thing, like if you want to make a tent, because the book describes that there are tents in the field. Have that. Draw in the middle. You can draw a line up. Draw another line up. And kind of what you can do is you can either measure it like this if you want to make it consistent. Like you see how it goes like that. How it starts at the tip and it ends right here. You can do it that way. Or you can do it by the naked eye if you're really good at looking at things with the naked eye. By drawing a line here and drawing a line that way. And that way these two lines are connected. And just go straight across. And again, so since it's a shade, we're gonna remember how we have this shade here? Do the same thing over here. It's a little bit lighter, but that's okay. Usually we make it darker. And if you want to, you can make more of a shade by the wall. Okay? You can add as many of these buildings as you want, as many of these tents, and again, this works with anything else you're drawing. The key is if you want a shade to add 3-dimension and add like shadows, make sure the shadow is on the same side on all images. That keeps it consistent, and it makes the image look as though the sun is reflecting on the actual image. Okay? And yeah, and like we have the shadow here. So for the wall, you just have to go straight down. Just to help, some helpful tips when you're drawing. Always follow, just really like look at it and say, okay, what's going on here? Do you have the line going up this way? You have the line going down this way? And just like, it's like you're connecting them, drawing straight, but up and down, just as you go along. Okay? It's almost like you're following the shape. Or like I said earlier, touching the shape, okay? All right, so that is how I came about doing this. Remember, if you want to make something darker or give something more value, you add, I'm just using yellow as for a pointer. You add shade down here, shade around here, and if you want to make it so it really stands out, the image, you want to follow along with the lines that you have drawn, okay? And if you want to do another way to do light to dark is yellow with silhouette. And all of this really, it really gives you like a visual image of what you imagine something to look like. It's some fun to do. It really helps you understand the book even better, and it really shows you, hey, you know what, with reading I can draw from what I read, and that really helps you hone in on imagining your story. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and enjoyable rest of the summer. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Goodbye.